Well, I'm going to tell you what can go wrong. And that will apply to both of you, even if your kitchen knife is a lot more forgiving in some ways.
If I don't burn the tip.
Yes. Alright, so here we've got a knife that's got roughly a shape like this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we progressively grind the bevels until they go to the spine. Different things can go wrong. The first thing, let's say you've started to grind, everything's gone pretty well, right? Because we're gonna start by grinding like this and we'll just keep moving up, making sure that everything is always even, that the bevels are symmetrical. The first thing that can happen, and that's something that happens quite often, is to catch the belt with too much pressure on one side, so you don't have even pressure and you push too hard and you've got what we call a smiley face. If you wanted to go for a saber grind, that'd be a problem because we'd have to bring that line up so that everything lines up. That's one very common little hiccup. That happens a lot. On your knife, since you're going for a full flat, there'll be plenty of time to compensate for that.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is not quite common, happens 50 mils done that way, that's hitting too hard with the other side of the belt and digging in there. The third thing, and it's not a mistake, it's just something that happens. When you've got a knife that starts with a straight edge and then start to curve, alright? When you're on the straight part of the cutting edge, you will have contact with the full width of the belt, 50 mils. When you start to get into that little spot there, you might actually only have 20 mils touching the belt.
Yeah.
If you apply the same pressure here and there, well, you will overgrind there, because you will have the same amount of pressure on a smaller surface,
Yeah.
which can be a problem because then you can overgrind that and that can change your blade geometry.
Yeah.
Alright, so you always have to decrease the amount of pressure as you go.
Yeah.
To make sure that you've got an even cutting edge.
Yeah.
And you'll see, if you see that your bevel starts to shift like this, alright, so that this is a lot deeper here than there, you know you're grinding too far.
Yeah.
Alright, that line should always be parallel to the cutting edge.
Yeah.
And then last thing, the tip. The tip, I'd rather the tip to be too thick than too thin to start with, and then we can always do a bit of spot cleaning later. The problem if you lose the tip, which applies a lot on kitchen knives.
You make a pirate cutlass.
If you lose the tip, what's happening is that then you have something like this, and since you've got your cutting edge here pretty much done, you can't grind that way, so the only thing you can do is grind from the top.
Yeah.
Alright. With both your designs, it's no big drama. It's not going to dramatically change the design of the knife. The problem is more when you've got a knife that has a straight spine.
Yeah.
If you lose the tip, that's going to change
Yeah.
the design of the knife because you're going to have to drop the tip.
Yeah.
Alright. So something to take into consideration too, based on your design. If you lose the tip, what's going to happen? Can I grind 1 or 2 mils there without changing anything, or will I actually completely change the design of the knife? Right? So nothing wrong in having the tip a little bit too thick and too thin.
Yeah.
Alright, ready to grind?
Yeah.